Good morning, listening viewers, man. Y'all back. Another one-on-one, man. The boy G and a very familiar face, man. I'm gonna say that again for emphasis, a very familiar face. But a man of many talents, so I'm gonna let him give his own introduction, man. KayBeezi.
All right, man. Appreciate it. First of all, appreciate you having me on the show, man. Kenneth, Destin, Burrell, KayBeezi, Coach KB,
A lot of titles,
Doc, a lot of titles, a lot of hats, man. I need more heads, man. I gotta wear a lot of hats, man. Yes, sir.
You ready to get anything on your chest you want to start with?
Man,
any message, opening messages.
Nah, man, let's rock, man. No open messages, man. Let's go, man.
Start on your entrepreneurship journey.
Oh man, start of my entrepreneurship journey. It's still a process, man.
Right.
It's always a working process, but mine just come from like trying to turn natural talent into some monetization, man. Try to make some bread off of it, and like a trial and error, man. Everything I know now is just like a trial and error, man. Messing up and getting back on, man. But me personally, man, mine just come from having natural talents and trying to make some bread off of it, and that's.
What's one of your talents you most proud
of? Art. You know what I'm saying? Art. I always been able to draw. You know what I'm saying? Not the best in the world to me, but art. What else I do? Photography, man. When I say art, I mean like painting,
real art,
drawing. I'm just getting into graphic design, like digital. Nowadays, more digital, so we do flyers, everything.
Right.
What else we do? Audio engineer, do that.
Let me ask you this, cause me, KO and Motor, we was talking about art one time on the show, and we were like how important is art, like to the society? Like, just say if we was walking around or we was just riding around, you would see graffiti on the wall. You would see little stuff, and it's like, dang, that kind of like would tell you to tell you in, and it's kind of like it's all subliminal. It all kind of means something. So just speak on how important you think art is to society.
I think art is important to society, man, because you need a way out. You know what I'm saying? So they say that art imitates life, and life imitates art. So it's like you got to choose one. Right. So if all the art is just like it's just a microcosm of society, man. Anything you see, like that's what the art is gonna be like. Art changes. You know what I'm saying? It goes with the feel of the city. Like you might go down to Tampa, you're gonna see a whole bunch of murals and everything. True. When you come down here, our art scene is more like sitting around gallery night and graffiti bridge type stuff like that. So, yeah, that's just what it is, man.
Why you think what's the biggest difference though? Like culture? Because I feel like black culture pretty much the same in every town. You say?
No, definitely not, man. You're gonna see shifts depending on where you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might you go Midwest, you're gonna see something completely different you're gonna see on the West Coast versus what you're gonna see here, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of artsy towns, man, they don't have no true identity sometimes because you got people coming from everywhere. So you're gonna see a different mixture of everything, you know what I'm saying? But art is important, man, because it paints what the next generation is gonna see, basically.
True.
So yeah, so like let's take it back to like in Egypt when they was painting on hieroglyphics on the walls and stuff, telling the stories of what was going on for the next people to see. So that's kind of where we started at. So
that's what we doing.
That's basically the same thing we're doing now.
But we leave with digital
legacy,
digital
legacy.
That's another way to think about it.
Yeah, so it's just like it's the evolution of it. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no right or wrong when it comes to it. So that's kind of why I like art, man. You really can't get it wrong. Like I might paint something, you might be, man, that's trash. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else might look at it and just get lost in it for hours, like, what does that mean? So
let's say this: if you do got a painting, and somebody just interpreted it different, like that look like a tree, but somebody that look like something else. Like, do that mean like the artwork was successful or it didn't do its job? If they don't see their picture or they don't see the image that you was going for?
I can't speak for every artist, man. It's like some artists get real sensitive if you don't interpret it as what it is, man. But it's all up for interpretation. So the more different interpretations I can get on something, I think the more successful the art piece is because the more conversations start on it, people see different things, man. True. Everybody see different things. Like I look at something, see something completely different than what you might see. Right. You look at it, you know what I'm saying? So That's that.
So you can't get it wrong, huh?
Nah, you can't. Well,
Is it ever?
you can get you. I don't.
You can though. I feel like you can, cause some shit be
I
simple.
don't know, man.
Like, that's a house, bro. You know
That's a house.
Like, yeah.
It's a house. It's hard to get wrong.
It's some shit.
Yeah. If you get it wrong, then you're probably not doing it. Obviously, you ain't doing it right.
That's like that was more so the point, like, cause do people give you the title artist, or do you like that's something you got to give yourself? Even if they like that shit ain't them lines a little crooked, like.
Oh man.
But either way it go, the artwork is still there, and it's like you say, it's up for interpretation. Somebody gonna see something.
I'm gonna say people, man. I'm gonna say the people. Yeah, people had to say, well, man, I ain't gonna. It depends, man.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
Cause like some people like are making art, but they ain't considering that art like fine art. But you still an artist to a certain degree, man. And it's an art in most things, you know what I'm saying? And well, most things got an art to it. So like, depending on how seriously you take something, you know, it's the art to my whatever it is I'm doing. So definitely, you know, if you're an artist, but the people always gonna rank and judge and say what they're gonna say. So I guess the people, man.
The people, yeah. Is it ever a point where you like you can express too much, or you can make yourself too vulnerable in your art? Like you just got carried away, like, you know, but that shit really there. And you're like, damn, I don't know, I want to put this out.
You know, and the vulnerability in art is when you fuck up. I'm sorry, when you mess up. Like if you can put something out that you think is still messed up, then I think that's being vulnerable, man. But as far as that pen and that pencil or that paint medium, whatever you're using, I don't know if you could be too vulnerable, man.
I don't know neither, but I guess I think like what image you going for, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah, imagery, man. Depending on like, I like to draw a lot of things that I look at and I see, man. So if I'm drawing something out of emotion or trying to like paint some kind of imagery like that, then I feel like that's gonna be a better piece of art. You know what I'm saying? Versus just looking at something and drawing it. So yeah, if that makes sense.
That do make sense. Yeah. Outside the money, what's some ways an artist directly benefit from their artwork? Like, what's the benefits in being an artist outside the money?
Outside the money, most of the benefits is outside the money. For me, man, it's more therapeutic than anything. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm feeling some way, I could kind of escape through that art. So that's a major benefit, man.
Yeah. That's really where it started, right?
Yeah, I think that's a major benefit. Being able like to have a different way to express yourself, or a getaway, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's some of your best or most proud achievements when it comes to art?
Shoot. I had some work in the Artel Gallery, last gallery. Pretty much every year, man, during Black History, we had some stuff out there. More recently in Juneteenth, I had some works in the gallery. I won some awards at the college. I won I can't remember her name, but I won an award for a piece of work I did. Now, I stay getting some little, you know what I'm saying, recognition and stuff, man. But I don't do it for that. But every time I get a little notoriety, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just put me in a position to get more work out there. So yeah, getting in some galleries, man, and just being known for art, that's kind of enough recognition for me, really. Yeah. But that's my prouder moments. I won an award, like I said, recognition. I won an award, Veteran Arts Award, not too long ago for some poetry. So a different type of art. So I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Any achievement for real.
Yeah, definitely.
Like it's something to be proud of. When you like, what's your creative process like?
It kind of depends, man, on what I'm working on. Like if somebody want me to do a piece or something for them and they got a very, very specific idea, then of course that's the basis of my creative process. But other than that, I kind of working out of necessity, man. Like just kind of whatever it is at the point. I've been taking a lot of classes, so I use like a prompt from an instructor or something. I might, you know what I'm saying, use a prompt or something just to get to where I'm going to ultimately be or something like that. But my process is fast, really, man. Yeah, like so the fact,
like come in, you like, I'm gonna start here. You just like improv as you go, or do you have a picture already in your head?
Most of the times I had a picture in my head. It goes better when I had a picture in my head. Like it's gonna be a better work of art to me. But yeah, if I go faster, it's like more pure. put it like that. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm really inspired, I'm working fast and I'm not really thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's my process really, to be doing a piece of art that inspires me just to do it and finish it and complete it really.
Do you have some artwork that you do? Like I say, you from start to finish, you did like you had the picture or whatever. But once it's done, you like that shit hard, but that shit can be better. You just try to remake it, or do you kind
it's
of
hard. It's hard.
just leave it?
At some point, man, you gotta be done.
Fact.
At some point, you gotta be done.
Fact.
Like, or you'll just like for art, painting and stuff like that, you can sit there and tinker with it forever. You know what I'm saying? But at some point, you gotta be like, I'm done. Some point you gotta sign it. Some point you just gotta sign it and get off of it, man. Sometimes, and you'd be surprised. Like, you might think it's trash, and somebody else might like it. So, but at some point, you got to be done. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to be done.
How long you usually take?
That's tough, man. That's tough, man. That's a week, man, I got artwork that I'm still working on right now from years ago because I wasn't done. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. That's like the improvement process is finishing. You know what I'm saying? That's the improvement process. But it could be quick, man. It could be a couple 30 minutes, an hour. It could be fast. You know what I'm saying?
You'd be like, okay, if it's going good. Then you be like, all right, I'm gonna just come back to this tomorrow. And I got more ideas. I'm gonna just come back with
That's tough, man.
More level head.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta walk away from it. Like looking at something like too long, like, man, I gotta walk away. It's just like when you record something in the studio,
like a song, right?
You need some
like what they say,
writer's block, what they call it, writer's block, creative block, whatever you call it, man. It happens. Sometimes you gotta walk away from it and come back and look at it later. But that's difficult for me sometimes too. Cause when you get started on something, your vibe is different, man. So if you leave away from a piece and then come back with it, man, having that same exact energy is gonna be tough unless you know exactly what you're doing from start to beginning. So there come that process. Like if I'm working on something major, I done sketched everything out. I know exactly where I'm going, what colors I'm gonna use, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you freestyling, it's hard to leave and come back. You probably get a different piece of work than what you started on, more than likely.
That's the better for it.
It's for the people to decide. It's how you feel too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be done with it, and that apply to more than just art. Sometimes you're done. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're done. You got to put it out to see. Sometimes you're done.
Do you like? How often do you get other people like opinions before you finish, or do you just locked in and you just show them the finished product?
It depends on if I'm doing a commission. Like, most of the time, people be like, "Man, just do whatever you want to do." They don't mean. I don't think they really mean that. They really don't. They don't know what they want to do. Whatever you want to do. So like, as I get better, man, you're more confident. You can just go in. I'm gonna do this, but you gotta be done. I'm done.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That is a good point.
Yeah.
Got to be done. I'm gonna put that somewhere up in here.
Sometimes it's just done. It's just done, man.
What's the most challenging part about being an artist?
Getting money.
Getting the money.
Getting the money. Man, I'm saying, like, I got some other like income streams, you know what I'm saying? That
what would the money come? Like buying it or like?
Man, listen, selling it.
True.
Selling it, man. I'm still working as we go, you know what I'm saying? So making prints, a lot of artists make prints of their stuff, like high quality prints, and sell them like that. Commissioning, man, doing stuff for people, man. It's 1,000 ways to do it, man, but it's so many ways to get to the end result, man. You got to just figure out what works best for you. But that's the challenge, man, getting money and not.
What does the market look like? Like getting
like you really got to
sell your artwork. You put online?
Man, around online is an avenue, which I'm still working on myself. But here we got gallery night. You know what I'm saying? That's really what gallery night was. That's what I see it for. Right. Gallery night is for that. It's for the artists to come out and present their stuff on the streets, like it's a street gallery night. So
we got to get back to that.
I mean, it's some people who are really into they doing the moving they work like that. You might go down there and see a lot of artists selling stuff, so that's one avenue to get money.
So dude down there that be drawing, like he'll just walk up on you.
Oh yeah, man. You talking about Carter J?
Yeah.
That's an impressive dude right there, man. That's one. I take a lot of game from him sometimes too, man. But it's like just like him, man. He drawing that sketch, man. I'm sure he can make a masterpiece, but it's got to be done. But at some point, got to be done, or he's never gonna get to the money, man. Closing, but there's so many ways, man. And I think as an artist, dog, like the quicker you get to figuring out how to get to that money, the better you are. But most artists have other jobs and other hustles on the side and stuff. I think you almost kind of be. I'm not gonna be no starving artist, man. I don't want to be no starving artist, like, you know what I'm saying? I got a little meat.
It's a process. I really like that. Still is an interesting like way to look at it, because I ain't never really thought about it like that. How would an artist go about selling their stuff?
Online, man. Etsy, man. I got a gallery. Basically, I'm a gallery, so like you really kind of, if you build it, they'll come type deal. You know, so if you build it, they will come. If you build it, they'll come. But like, yeah, I got a gallery, man. Genre blend, arts, entertainment. It's where I just house all my artwork. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I can do all my artwork, man. Whether it's photography, graphic design, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And that helps out. That helps out too, because it kind of legitimizes what I'm doing. So in the future, man, when y'all see me post something, y'all know I'm gonna be at what I'm doing.
Yeah. How would you describe like the art scene in Pensacola? Like what's I guess genre of art down here in Pensacola?
That's hard, man. Because I mean, every artist is gonna view the art scene a little differently. You know what I'm saying? For what it's worth to them. You know what I mean? To me, it's trying to find something new to do, and trying to be able to do a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not be on the graffiti bridge painting super mural and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I could go out there and do that. You know what I'm saying? What's another one I was thinking about? It's a hustler's market, man. Like, you got people finding different ways to do it. Everybody got their niche. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like you might, like you said, you spoke on Carter. You're gonna always see him somewhere with his pad. You know what I'm saying? Drawing. I don't really too much hustle like that, man. I'm more like, I like my stuff more refined sometimes. And plus, I want to chill too sometimes. But the scene, it's so many different ways to go. Like, you got people at the college doing fine art. You got people doing sculptures. You really gotta search for it, man. Once you start looking for it, you'll start seeing more. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you buy your car, a brand new car or something. You ain't see the car till you buy it, but now you got the car, you see everybody with it. You're gonna see that with art. Like, you might have some people doing like black cartoon art. That's a major thing, you know what I'm saying? Some people do anime and stuff. Like,
that's kind of my favorite.
Yeah,
I like to see that.
It's levels to it.
Dramatic,
let's see some shit like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might draw like a black Bart or something. No, it's not a black character. Well, it ain't really my thing, but it could do it. So it's but it's all good though. It's all good. It's all good.
It's diverse. It's good to keep it diverse.
It's all good. Diversity.
So what's some game you would get to some young artists coming up, just about how to maneuver in Pensacola as an artist?
Do it. Just do it. Like, just put your own. Try to just make your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, the game has changed, man. With social media and stuff and Instagram. Every artist feel like they got to be doing like some recording themselves doing some artwork. You know, that's how you be seeing like the time lapse people doing their artwork. I see a lot of that, man. Just whatever. Just develop you something. Your style, man. Don't be scared, like don't be scared to get criticized, you know what I'm saying? Because if you can't take criticism as an artist, you're probably not gonna put out a lot of art.
Right.
You know what I mean?
How valuable is the criticism? That's what I'm saying. Most folks, y'all ain't.
I mean,
like, y'all regular people, but like, what I'm trying to say, like, everybody's opinion ain't valuable. You know, some people you can tell, but you don't know nothing about that. You just saying something like.
Well, like you said, everybody's opinion ain't valuable. It's like, it depends on the circle you move in. Like, your circle, like, artists gonna move within artist circles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna respect their opinion. You know what I'm saying? So if I get like a kudo from another artist or something, that goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? That goes a long way. it's like who you move with. Like you don't even sometimes you just can't care about the criticism, man.
True.
Like if you're doing it just for criticism, man, you're a different kind of artist. You know what I mean?
What you mean if you're doing it just for criticism?
You probably getting hired for some work. You know what I'm saying? Or you doing exactly what somebody wants you to do. And what else I said? Dang, I forgot what I had said, bro. But definitely though, man. Like the criticism, man. Like we can't always care. I mean, you can't really care.
Yeah,
you can't care.
Yeah, I feel like you're saying, but you can't.
But you know, it's a certain criticism you pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you better. So, but at the same time, if you put yourself out there to be criticized, you soliciting that criticism, dog, then you should listen. You know what I'm saying?
But in the house, like, you know, your household, ain't no artists in here for real. But y'all know y'all gonna have something to say because y'all do that.
I want you to say something.
Yeah.
Criticize. Say it's trash. If you think it's trash, let me know. If you think it's trash, tell me. Let me know it's trash, dog. Tell me it's trash. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still growing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna take it in though, or you gonna be like, all right?
In the back of my, it depends. I might get sensitive. The artist, and he be like, man, you don't know what he talking about, man. Really in the back of my head, though, yeah, I'm listening. I heard it already, so I can't not hear it. So I'm like, damn, maybe he right. Yeah, and I might look back, damn, he right. I might be though. I might change a little something. You know what I'm saying? I'm still growing though, man. Like I'm not perfect, man, but I could make something perfect. So, it might be perfect to you. You know what I'm saying?
Well put.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna shift to a little more personal topics. What's one bond that you're most proud of? Mm-hmm. And then one bond you would do anything to get back.
A bond that I'm most proud of, like a bond with another person. Yeah. That's tough, man. One bond I'm proud of, man. Of course, I know everybody gonna say their children, man.
That's a little cliche.
You know what I'm saying? A little cliche. I'm proud of I got a lot of bonds, man. That's a lot of bonds, dog.
What's one you value the most?
Man, listen, that's a hard question, dog. the value the most. I'm gonna have to rock with the cliche, man, with my children, man, because I adjust according to what they need at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I have to value that bond right there. You know what I mean? The most. So. Yeah, man, I'm rock with them, man. I'm rock with them. And they got to be my kids, man. Any children coming up that I had any kind of effect on, man. So, yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, definitely.
Bond, you would do anything to get back?
I ain't doing nothing to get back the bond I lost.
You really misunderstanding, though. Like, you know how we grow up and we just be like, damn, we both. Because they handle shit better.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I pretty much. I don't think I'm an easy person to get along with, man. So I don't have no completely severed bonds, man. I feel like if I rock with you and we really rock with each other, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to talk every day. We could pick back up where we left off at type of deal. So it's I don't know. It's some stuff I probably could talk about. I don't need to get no old bonds back. If there was good bonds like that, there'll still be bonds.
Facts. That's
maybe.
Facts. You feel me?
Man, watch out.
Anybody out there you feel like you owe an apology to?
Hell yeah, I owe a lot of people apologies, man. I was wilding in my I was wild, man, early.
That's pretty typical though.
I mean,
we're not gonna look back on it, but like,
man,
we all evolved. So at a point, it'd be like, damn,
yeah, it's some. What was the question again?
Do you feel like you owe anybody?
I owe a few people apologies, man. You know, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like that.
I did some people dirty, man. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. I don't think not on purpose. I didn't know exactly what I was doing at the time when I was doing y'all dirty. And if y'all see this, I'm sorry.
That's how it's like.
Yeah.
Is the goddamn apology like sincere? Like, 'cause we ain't know. Like, you want us to apologize just for hurting your feelings, but
I mean,
that's the right thing to do. But I don't know.
A lot of times, man, you be hurting people's feelings and you don't know because they don't never say nothing, man. True. So it might take a few years if you look back on the situation like, damn, I handled that so wrong, man. I'm sorry. I wish I wouldn't have done that. And I done bumped into, a few people. I'm like, damn, last time we We tapped. It wasn't on the
You feel me?
on the best note, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes,
reflect.
like you said earlier, man, some bonds meant to be broken, man.
Yeah, no facts though. No facts.
Some
I
of
be
them.
on some shit like what, like I don't know. I'm still young too though. But I still be like, damn, like you know how they say everybody ain't gonna go with you.
Everybody can't go with you.
They can't go, but they still should be around in the circle. Like,
I mean, some of them. I mean, they could be to the far outside of the circle. You know what I mean? Depending on how big or how small the circle is, that's something to be said. But
I feel like that shit like be throwing out mind off. Like, I feel like that's just like false game.
What's false game?
That everybody can't go. I feel like that should just take a little more work and understanding.
No, man. Well, think about it like this: if it take that much work and understanding, while you trying to elevate, you wasting your time trying to get them to the level of that understanding so they could go with you, or trying to work them within the plan, and it might not be meant for you to work them into that plan. So you being wise enough to know that is important, man. So everybody could go with you. You might not go that far. They can go.
But when you get to where you want to be, the people that you started with ain't even around them, or don't even feel the same.
Ain't supposed to feel the same, man. Ain't never gonna feel the same. Like, nah, we always chasing old feelings, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you catch up with them feelings, then by the time you catch up with them, you don't feel the same.
You put my thoughts in the record.
You don't feel the same. So, nah, everybody can go with you. But the more people that go with you, I ain't gonna say that. I was about to say something crazy. Everybody can't go with you, man. It's just on you to realize who you want to go with you, man. Sometimes it'll be more obvious than others, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes people take themselves out of the situation, make it easy for you. But if you gotta be paying attention, you know what I'm saying? So everybody can't go with you. Nah.
That's a good game.
Or they can.
But you ain't gonna go as far.
Oh, I got this one though, boy. If you wanna go, I heard this before. I don't know how true it is. Tell me what you think about it. All right, I heard somebody say, if you wanna go fast, go alone.
You wanna go fast, go alone.
You wanna go fast, go alone. What you think about that?
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can, but I ain't gonna say it's a promise though. Right? Because what J. Cole say, the good news is, nigga, you came a long way. But the bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how I look at it. Like,
everybody could go with you if you go on the wrong direction, man. But like I said, like, you wanna go fast, sometimes you gotta go alone, man. Cause that's just how I see it, man. Sometimes you gotta go alone. You know?
But fast, like, what is it good to go fast? Yeah, because you know that made me think about the rabbit and the tortoise. Like,
I mean, it depends. Like, okay, who the rabbit and tortoise type deal, but they both finished the race. You know what I'm saying? They both finished the race, but it depends on, man, how organized you are, man. You can go fast. You want to go fast, go alone, but some things you can't do alone. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going fast, going along, you're gonna get to that point where you realize you needed some help a little bit faster too. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you need a team, and sometimes it takes a lot to realize that you need a team, man. But if you need a team, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It just depends on how you got your hustle structure. You know what type of person you are. You know what I'm saying? What you're capable of.
But you finna get ready to step into some fields or some doors you ain't never been in.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm gonna need. Like,
you don't know what you don't know, man.
Yeah, true.
Sometimes you don't know what you don't know.
What's the worst piece of game you ever received? Worst piece of advice?
Man, I had not more recently, man. I can't say the worst one, but one of the more recent advice I took that was bad was like, I was scared to get the PPP loan, man. Had me thinking I was gonna go to jail. I should have got that PPP loan, man.
Oh, that bit. I don't know if it's just a tease about. It's supposed to be coming back though.
Man, that shit ain't coming back, man. That shit destroyed it.
They definitely should have gotten.
As always, I think it's kind of always been around though. It's always been around. Like, you can still go log on and get your SBA loan. Yeah, it's always been there. They just changed some of the intricacies about it, but that's one of them, man. Let me see something worse. I don't want to make nobody mad and tell them that their advice was trash, man. But
you ain't gotta put no name.
I ain't even gonna say it, man. I'm gonna stick on. I got some bad advice. I got some bad advice, man. I got some bad advice. Let's see.
I know you got
That's
some
it.
more though.
I got some more. But I don't want to put no bad advice out there.
Well, okay, what's the best? You don't want to say that.
Best advice?
Most helpful pieces of advice.
Man, join the military.
Join the military?
Yeah. That might be the best and the worst.
Well, I was gonna say, because we was talking about that literally yesterday.
Yeah, that might be the best. That could be arguably the best and the worst advice I ever got. You know what I'm saying? Because the best, like, it kind of set myself up for some future things and I'm straight, but the tail and the missing birthdays and being gone and kind of systematically change how you think about things too. So like that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. It's been both for me.
So it's the military, like, be young. So we're gonna look at it on a whole different level. We was talking yesterday. I'm like, man, military, like, that's just like give your life away. Like, shouldn't nobody black being in the military, bro. Woo. But that's just the conversation. Of course, we never been through. We don't know. So
I mean, so some people still think about that black people shouldn't be in the military or what that. But the thing about the military is it's just like regular society, man. It's just a small slice of society. So everything you got going on outside the military, you got going on inside of the military. You still got racism in there. You got racism out there. You could get killed. Yeah, man. Some racism going on in the military, just like in regular life, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they built it. You know what I'm saying? That was.
But I wouldn't have thought that though.
I mean,
I wouldn't have thought that.
It's not. I mean, it could be crippling to some people, man. But like for me, it wasn't. It wasn't crippling to the point where I couldn't take care of my business. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already recognized. I already know. I don't think you're not supposed to be racist. So if I'm looking at this guy like, he's probably racist, man. He ain't rocking with me, and he end up not being racist. And I'm cool. I ain't lose nothing.
Yeah, true.
But if I approach it like, he don't fuck with me, and I just keep my head down and do what I'm supposed to do, yeah. But
as far as education wise, who you feel should decide the school curriculum?
Man, look, the economy.
So us, right?
The economy, man. Like the economy, the community should decide what's being taught in school. Because what do we need to know? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you don't know what you don't know till it's too late. But I don't know. That's hard one, man, because we can't.
But I feel like school teaches you both sides. Like
man.
you're gonna need to learn how to maneuver, you know, on our side. But you're gonna need to learn how to maneuver like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what school is, though. Teach you how to maneuver on
the
other side.
I don't know, man. It's certain stuff that I learned in school that I'm always gonna continue to rock with, and I'm gonna need that, man. But some of that stuff you don't need.
What percent? How much percent you just say?
How much the percentage? I'm gonna say
that you don't need.
I'm gonna say half. G.
Yeah. You right though.
I'm gonna say half.
I'm gonna say 60.
I'm gonna say half.
More than half.
You gonna go with 60? So see, you don't need 60% of it.
I'm still young though, so I don't know if I'm doing it right.
I'm saying you went to college though. You been to college, so you tell how much more did you learn in college after you got out of high school?
Yeah, really, as far I learned more about just dealing with people and problem solving.
So like critical thinking and social constraints, man. But see that even changes. Like let's think about what just happened with COVID and everything. Now let's take the social part out of it. And what do you get out of it? You take the social part out of college or going to somebody's main school to learn, you take the social part out of it, then it's all on you.
Right.
So you're going to be learning. You're going to learn what you want to learn, man. Like I could put the book in front of you and teach you. You might not, you're only going to remember stuff that was interesting to you. You know what I'm saying? So
shit that you feel like you can take, but is that elevating you? Because you don't like
everything you learn.
Older people got a different like outlook on you, like they, they say they can see where you're going.
Everything you learn, man, elevates you, man. Yeah. I think well, you could learn some wrong stuff, man. You can learn some wrong stuff, but sometimes you could like learn some wrong stuff, but you could still make it work because you're a critical thinker. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like you might learn a process the complete wrong way. You've been doing the job great. It's probably a smarter and a more. You've been getting the job done. It's probably a smarter way to get it done. Yeah. But you're getting it done. So I guess on you to learn the smarter, most efficient way to work for you to get that job done. You may or may not have to go to school for that.
Like farmers and shit, they don't go to school. Do they?
Man,
They
yeah, farmers go to school, man.
They kids drop out early, don't they? Just go to the farm.
But listen though, like they go to school, it's a different education. But they go to school. Like it's some stuff that farmers, it's some agricultural classes and stuff that farmers is going to and learning like the nutrients in the soil and they learn the math. How much they learn the math to a certain extent because like acreage. I mean, how much chemical? It's some math and it might be personalized math. Like I might be taking liberal arts math versus taking calculus or something. You know, it's geared to what they need. And then that goes back to homeschool too. Like if I need this child at the home or something, I got to teach them what I need them to know to get to the money. So like I said, the community and what else I said who said well we should be learning. The community, the economy. Right. So like, and that farm, that's a real good thing because like you got your community and your economy right there, self-encapsulated. So yeah, I think Black people could learn more agriculture, man.
Like that was my next question. How do we get to that point to where we start like getting our own gardens and our own just sections, like our own shit?
I mean,
what do you think Black people are really interested?
No, I mean,
why it ain't happening yet?
It's some Black farmers, man. There's a lot of Black farmers there, you know. I ain't gonna say there ain't no Black agriculture going on out there, but it's not interesting to us, man. If we make it interesting for the children, then maybe they want to go into that and do something. If we had to make them realize how important it is to know that, yeah. So like we influence a lot of things that are not important. We push a lot of things that are not important. I ain't gonna.
And when you look at it from overall, like the influence so heavy, because we the only
economy, man. Like I said, the economy, man. Like let's say that tomorrow we woke up and everything switched. The farmers was getting paid, getting $60 million contracts, and sports players was just making like $35,000, $50,000 a year. Now, what would that do? That'll make everybody want to be a farmer because that's what a paper at. You see what I'm saying? So what we make important is
on us.
That's on us, man.
True. That's a good answer. Go for that. How do you differentiate with real and fake nowadays? There's a lot of this AI shit going on, a lot of voice memo shit going on.
How do you differentiate really? Well, I put it like this: nothing's real. Nothing's real. If you think it like that, like nothing's real, then I think you go better.
Nothing's real. Like
nothing's real. Like okay.
Why you online? Or you
nothing is real. Nothing's real, man. We talk just AI.
No, we talk like AI like.
Well, you got
in the way now. So that shit here. So yeah, we talk about AI too.
So I put like this. Man, what was the question again? So
how you differentiate? I be seeing some interviews on YouTube now that definitely like AI.
I mean,
that's not these people.
It depends on what you're using the AI for, man. Like, there's so many different ways to use AI. You know, like you could automate anything. You know what I'm saying? But at the root of it, it's a human. A human was behind it, creating it. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, we've taught AI to this point. Yeah. So that's another thing that we got to figure out a way to get on top of it. But what's real? I shouldn't have started off with everything is fake, but it depends on what's important to you, man. That's how, man. Like, what's important to you? That's gonna make you know what's real and what's fake. If you're making bread off of AI, you might be like, oh, that's real. An artist who is an old school artist or something who can't get into AI, you know what I'm saying? They might feel like they're at an advantage, so it's fake to them. That's fake to them. You know what I'm saying? So they can't benefit from it. Well, they don't know how to benefit from it yet. So I know what's real for me. You know what I'm saying? What's real for me, like my family. That's what's real for me. If it's not on line with my family and me getting money to continue my family's lineage, then I'll probably put that over there in the fake category, like something that don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Type deal. So I guess I got to break down what really matters to me. If it falls into what matters to me, it's real. If it don't, then it don't matter. It's fake.
Even though like the shit that don't matter, you don't even think twice about it. Like you said, if you already thinking like he finna be racist, so he come out to be racist, it don't matter. If you already thinking like, man, that shit's kind of fake.
So I mean, it depends on how you using whatever you using, man. Like, I see a lot of stuff on social media. It may or may not be real, but if that person is important to me, you know what I'm saying, I'm following that's my family, they doing real good, so that's real. So their perception is kind of like becomes the reality then. So maybe
it's perception reality.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Perception. Like we just talking about, you perceive it. Perceive. Man.
Like
perception, like we was talking about the art earlier, man. Look at this T-Mobile. This bill that just hit my phone. That's real. That's a real bill right there. Yeah. So like your perception of your reality, yeah. Perception is reality, man. For the most part. Yeah. Because it's like saying, depending on what you believe in. So
depending on
what you believe in.
Okay. The biggest disconnect between young and old generation.
The biggest disconnect? Technology. The use of technology. Yeah, being able to use technology. I think that's a major one. Being able to use technology. How we emphasize mental health. That's a big disconnect.
You think it was bigger back then, or it's getting bigger now? Like people catch up with it.
But we just talked about what's real and what's not real. So it's always been real. It's a more emphasis put on it now, I'd say, because back then it was like on some suck it up type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that created a lot of people who weren't functioning properly, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we got to look back at like, he ain't functioning right. So let's take a look at take a picture of his mental health, man. So that's a big disconnect, man. The way we handle mental health, technology, money too, man. Money, man. Because, bro, look.
How does it disconnect?
I'm going to tell you because it's a disconnect because the older generation, like, the money's inflated now. So, like, all right, so like the average home costs like $400,000. It costs $400,000. All you got to put is what, 20% of that down? That's $80,000. Yeah. Back in the day, they buying a whole house for $80,000. Yeah. So the way that we handle money, man, like that's a big curve, man. That's a big curve, and I don't think people realize how much money it takes to sustain now versus how it did then. So that's a big connect. I say money, how we handle money, how we handle mental health, and technology, man.
That's a good thing. Technology. I don't even think I have in 3 years. A lot of people say respect, like other little.
Yeah, I mean,
but you hit it from a different angle.
There's still some people who like. It's always been some disrespectful folks, man. Like every generation be like, boy, them youngsters so disrespectful. Yeah. The next generation, them youngsters so disrespectful. It's bad. It's terrible, man. It's terrible, man. Yeah.
Y'all probably say that about us. Like,
yeah.
Generation worse than that.
I mean, every generation says that. Every generation says how. Every generation be like, man, y'all youngsters, man, y'all knew. Let me tell you, man. So everybody say that, man. Everyone says that.
Everyone says that.
But I do agree. Yeah, respect ain't what it used to be, man. Respect ain't
what. That's starting at home, or you think you can blame social media for that?
Yes.
Blame social media or blame the home?
Yes. I definitely say, I'm gonna say yes to both, because you can't blame the home, because you can't contain a child or somebody right within their home. They're gonna be other influences that they're gonna get, and most of those other influences are gonna be from social media or social.
Outside the house.
So just like back in the day, like I said, every generation, like back in the day, like I don't want you to hang with them little kids, or I don't want you online. Same thing, man, but it's just different, man. It's just different.
Every scenario probably the same. That's why, but it's different. Like shit.
Yeah, I mean, respect. It changes.
It changes.
It changes. I mean, I feel like it changes, man. But it depends on where you're at, though. Like,
like manners. Let's say manners.
Manners.
Down south, you say ma'am and shit like that. It's respectful, but you go up north, ma'am. But why you calling me that?
Yes,
Like,
I'm calling it. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather do that
facts.
and let you correct me and be like, don't do that versus the other way around.
Come off and make it
And I think that is a more southern thing, like how we speak to people.
Yeah.
Now you up north and stuff. People ain't walking down the house. Hey, good morning.
They pretty much like.
I ain't doing that.
They all traffic,
on their business.
ooh,
Yeah.
They gone.
Doing their thing.
A reoccurring conflict in your life.
A reoccurring conflict. Bills, boy.
Bills.
Them bills keep reoccurring, man. Why they keep reoccurring? A reoccurring conflict. All right, I ain't gonna lie. Like a reoccurring conflict, man. For me, like opportunities to tell somebody no, or like, I know that sounds crazy.
Nah, but you spot on.
The opportunity to tell somebody no, like, I'm not saying you always gotta say no, but saying no is so powerful because you'll find yourself always trying to help somebody out. So saying no, that's a reoccurring thing. Like the opportunity to say no, the opportunity to have a discussion, like a calm discussion, and disagree with somebody without it being an argument. Yeah. That's I won't say that's conflict, but that's something that every time I get another opportunity to do it better, I try to do it better. So I say that's a reoccurring conflict. It's so many but off the top of my head, yeah, bills. Opportunity to say no.
Yeah. Opportunity to say no. That's a hard one. Like.
Oh, let me tell you a reoccurring conflict. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Like, okay, yeah, I will say this. Like, here go a reoccurring conflict for you. Like, I see my homeboy doing something that's less than his ability, and me not saying nothing. Well, they ain't gotta be my homeboy. Seeing somebody seeing somebody who doing something that you feel like is less to their ability, or is
like
job wise, creativity wise, and you're not saying nothing.
Yeah. So what you doing? What you do different now? Like, stop them and have a conversation.
I mean, I don't know. Do you tell somebody they suck? Do they suck?
I ain't never really had to.
But you should have once upon a time, right? You see your partner doing something, you can be like, man, that suck. Yeah. I mean, I know we all on some good energy stuff nowadays, but sometimes some shit just be trash.
Some shit suck.
I should have said it like that. But yeah, it's true.
It's true. Yeah.
So that's a reoccurring conflict, man. Not having the intestinal fortitude or the guts to tell somebody that was not what they think it is, what they think it is, or what you openly think it is.
That's a good
one. Yeah.
Reoccurring conflict, I can say no. I can definitely go for that code. Last wake-up call.
Last wake-up call? The last wake-up call I had personally?
Last wake-up call.
Man. Man. Last wake-up call. I guess seeing somebody who, this personally happened to me, like seeing somebody who like I kind of like birthed their style on a certain thing, and them running with it more than I ran with it. That was my last wake up call. Like, man, you got to get on your grind and do more, because like people that you show how to do stuff is doing more than you doing. You know what I'm saying? Or they
motivation.
Or more motivated than you. That's last wake up call. Like you see somebody like a superior grind is gonna beat a superior talent. You know what I'm saying? So trying to match that up. That's my last wake up call was that, man. Do more. Yeah. That's a last wake up call.
That's a good one, because there are a lot of folks answer to that be like bad shit.
Yeah, man. Nah, it ain't bad, man.
We kind of spoke on that one. It was like what's some ways the opposite sex have made you better? So females. What's some ways females made you better?
Disappointed me, bro. They made me better, like disappointed me like that. Yeah, disappointment make you better, dog. Just feeling like.
Or is the way you respond to the disappointment, or is it the disappointment itself?
Me responding to the disappointment is what made me better. Like if I could, like, just trying to make sure that I don't need the opposite sex to move like I need to move. You know what I'm saying? So disappointing. That was a question, right? and like
But that means lean
I
on
got
yourself or look to yourself.
lean on myself, sir, a little bit more. But on the other spectrum, dog, my old lady might tell me like, "Is you gonna comb your bed before you leave out the house?" I might be jumping up, ready to ride. I just comb your bed.
Yeah, fact.
So I'm like, oh, I might look in the mirror like, yeah, you're right. I do need to comb that bed. Right. Or like I said earlier, being there just to talk with or getting criticized or something. Like, you gonna wear that? What's wrong with what I got on? You know what I'm saying? Or just taking their opinion, like taking their opinions. And on another end of the spectrum, I see the opposite, a female who like might look like they got their stuff together, make me want to, you know what I'm saying, continue to carry myself and get myself together, because I always want to be somebody who they would date. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be with somebody and just like let my standard go down to the point like they wouldn't date me now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I always want to be the person that still want to date me. You know what I'm saying? So that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah. One movie you think you could have acted in?
Man, I feel like I could act in almost all the movies, bro. I feel like I could be a good actor, dog. Oh, man. You see yourself in? Man, listen, dog. 3 movies. Dang, dog. I could have been a voiceover in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro.
Which one?
The new one.
For one of the
Raphael, dog.
So?
Nah, I was just playing. I used to rock with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm glad they came back. But movie, let's see. I think I could have acted in, dog. Man, that's a good one, dog. I could have been in all the movies, dog. I could have been in all the movies. I could have been in. I need to be in Sacred 2.
Sacred 2.
I need to be in the next Sacred 2. I feel like I could have worked.
What's the reviews from that? I heard it kind of mixed reviews.
I mean, I seen a portion of it. I didn't see it all. Good for the city. You know what I'm saying? Good for the city. I mean, I seen some overall, yeah, good for the city. Tubi style level. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's good for the city, because if you ever like go on Tubi, I don't know if y'all or Tubi, I don't know if you know this, but the Detroit Cats make a lot of movies, dog. You know what I'm saying? They ain't all super polished.
That's that shit, right?
Yeah, they're not all super polished, dog. But that's the thing about it. Like, for us, dog, like I said earlier, remember that art conversation we had? Sometimes it's done.
It's done. True.
Sometimes it's done. You got to put it out to get the reviews, the criticism, so you can know how to get better. Because it might look great to you. It might have looked great to you. And still cool, because I ain't made no movie, so I could only criticize to a certain extent. Like we talked about that earlier. Everybody criticism don't matter. But if you putting a project out like that, yeah. So that's for you got it. So a movie, I'm just gonna put one out. I could have.
I know you got a few.
Man, I could have been Color Purple.
Ooh.
Harpo. I could have been in White Man Can't Jump. I would have been Sidney Dean.
I can see you though.
I would have been Sidney Dean, you know what I'm saying? What other movie?
That movie though.
I could have been a Baby Boy.
Jody?
I would have been a Jody. I would have been Jody Homeboy.
When I got punched?
You know
the one that had that whooped them boys?
Oh, no, it's Jody. Yeah, his homeboy. You know.
Pete, his name Pete. That's Pete.
Yeah, Pete. I could have been Pete. You know what I'm saying? All right. In the house would do dirty all day.
You feel me? That's a fine little line, though. That's a little line, bro.
Do dirty.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to tap back, pull the layers back, man. What's some things you tired of overlooking in society?
Things I'm tired of overlooking in society. I overlook a lot of things, dog.
A lot.
I probably overlook more things than I actually look at, dog.
That's a lot of people, though.
It's so much. It's so much information. It's so much information to digest. What was the question again? The thing I'm tired of overlooking in society.
Some things you're tired of overlooking.
Man, bro, I'm tired of overlooking. I don't know, man. I don't want to seem like social. I don't want to seem like I'm ignorant on my socially active activist. I don't want to make nobody mad. I don't want to disappoint DJ Hell or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what shout out DJ Hell, man. I don't know what I'm overlooking, man. Thing I'm tired of overlooking though. I guess the value of men in society, man. you know what I'm saying? We got to make sure we continue to value the men in society, man. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say is a plan, like to kind of like remove the men, or remove from the household that kind of disrupt society? That kind of like get folks looking at us different.
I mean, I don't know how. Like, I think that's always kind of like a systematic plan to try to like to remove black men to a certain point where they keep the race like weak enough to make all the moves they need to make. But just the role of men in society, man. Like, it's not really. It's some vicious cycles that we caught up in, man. Like child support, one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like we caught up in that. Just being around more, just being valued more, man, and realizing that we important too. That sounded real sensitive, didn't it?
Nah, you sound real though. Like,
nah, man.
That's for real though.
Man in society, man. Like,
cause I feel, but like I feel like a lot of more than none will agree with you though. Even though it's a lot of hate, you know, men hate posts, a lot of men hate shit going around on Facebook.
I mean,
when we had a conversation, a lot of people really sound like, yeah, fact.
I mean, it's a man hate post.
Man hate
I don't pay attention to this stuff, man.
These girls be going at it, but like sassy, like they saying anything a nigga do sassy, like they trying to goddamn. In a way, I want to say degrade because I don't got another word, but that's a little. I mean, word, like.
Is it more women or is more men out there?
It's more women.
It's more women. There you go. What? It's more women. So it's gonna be like that, bro. It's not enough of us to go around already as it is. So you're gonna get that, man. You're gonna get that. Something else. What else I'm tired of overlooking, man?
I know you got a lot. Speak on.
Man. Nah, I mean, not yet, man. I mean, maybe next time I'm gonna write that down. When am I tired of overlooking in society? Ain't nobody asking me. See what I can overlook. I'm tired of overlooking. Man, that's a good question, dog. Oh man, I'm tired of overlooking like the importance we put on like designer name brands and stuff. And that shit though.
I mean, that shit though. You can't. I don't think we can. There ain't no way we can like decrease the value in that shit.
It's just
gonna rock with that shit regardless.
It's a lot of emphasis we put on it. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah.
Just tired of overlooking it.
Just tired of overlooking it, man.
We the ones putting value on that shit.
Yeah. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. I know I'm overlooking a lot of stuff, man. I'm tired of overlooking stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We don't really get the time to
just slow down, you know what I'm saying? Slow down and tap into a few more things that matter. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, yeah.
Wait, can you kind of like give your perspective on the concept of forgiveness?
On forgiveness?
Because I kind of be struggling with that. Like I feel like if I'm still thinking about it and that shit affecting like the way I fuck with you, I don't think I forgave you for real. Like, I'm probably just trying to stay out your way, but I feel like forgiving somebody is you just really don't. That shit don't move you no more.
I mean, I'm only forgiving you so I ain't gotta think about it no more. I'm gonna forgive you so I gotta think about it and keep on moving. Can you forgive somebody? Yeah, man. You gotta forgive somebody, man. Cause like a lot of people can't forgive nobody because they can't forgive themselves, man. So how you gonna forgive somebody else? So I think that's the most important thing. Number one, learn how to forgive yourself or not beating yourself up too much. You should beat yourself up for certain stuff though, because people doing some dumb stuff, man. Be like, man, why stupid stuff always happen to me, man? Because you doing dumb stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That we going with?
Yeah.
All right. Can you ready to wrap it up? Let me see. I'm trying to see what I want to get to it. A trend. What's one trend you would like to see disappear?
A trend?
One trend you like to see disappear?
I'm not a real trendy dude. I'm more of a trendsetter type of deal. So a trend.
It's a lot of throwed ass trends out here though.
Let's see. What kind of trend we talking about, G? What's a trend? See, I'm so not trendy. Yeah. I can't even tell you what a trend, a new trend. Slang.
Clothes.
I hate when chicks be wearing them the little baby hair, man. They be having the little, what you call it?
bangs.
They be having the wig, the lace front wig, but they had the part right there. Yeah. That's the ugliest in the world to me, man.
Girl shit, though, cause even I still can't.
But I don't understand.
Shit, I can't get into that.
Like you would think that the fashion, like in them lashes, dog. I'm pointing at them big old lashes. Like it just tripped me out because like I wonder why they even start wearing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't looking at no chick and be like, ooh, she got some cute baby hair, some nice lashes. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's a personal preference for every woman, but I ain't looking at that like, ooh, that's cute. So why? I wonder why. Like, I wonder what dude out there started that. Be like, ooh, baby, I love that baby hair.
I think girls started that.
But what I'm saying though is like, I'm gonna put something on ultimately because I think I want to attract the opposite sex or whoever I'm trying to attract. So, you know what I'm saying? You would think that would be fly to them. Like, I'm going to put something I think is fly to them, but you put something on that ain't fly to me.
At all.
I mean, I don't even know it. But I done the right way, I guess. It look all right, but it just look weird to me, man.
It's different stuff for different folks. You ain't fucking with it, you ain't fucking with it.
What else I ain't fucking with? I don't know what else trend, man. I ain't messing with.
This is the last question. We're going to end with this.
No.
What heals the earth?
What heals the earth? Why you gonna give me that question, G? What heals the earth?
What heals the earth?
What heals the earth? Man, I don't know, dog. What heals the earth? Death. Death heals the earth, man. Death heals the earth, dog, because it make more room from ashes to ashes, dirt to dirt. Death heals the earth, man. You know what I mean? I know that sounds weird. When I say death heals the earth, because death heals the earth, because that's the cycle, like the cycle of life, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Yeah.
Some folks say support, love, communication, understanding, like shit like that. But you definitely.
I just want to kind of think of something different, like what heals the earth. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If the earth can be healed, but everybody's perspective of earth is going to be different. You know, what in the hills earth there. So when another life comes, another life goes, and that whole perception of what's needed for earth is different. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense at all? All right.
Death is like a goddamn rebirth, man.
Like check it like the earth was sick, like not too long ago. Everybody had COVID, right? What happened, bro?
Shit shut down.
Folks died, dog. We forget about how many people died with COVID, folks.
But I heard that shit wasn't COVID though.
So what? They still died. And I don't mean to be callous. But people die every day, B. And that's what kind of keep it going, man.
That shit was big numbers.
So that heal the earth. Maybe. I hope so, but you did.
Yeah.
So you had your little chance. I don't know. That was a crazy question, G.
I'm asking the team.
Yeah. That heals the earth. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know the earth. I don't know, dog.
Needs some healing.
What's wrong with it?
Man, a lot of people got going through shit that they don't even like. Why people go through shit that we can't express? Like, you know how they say everybody going through their own battle, don't nobody know. Like, why don't nobody know?
Communication. Maybe I should say communication. I don't know, man. That's a good question.
Like everybody just tense. Like
everybody uptight.
You feel me? Like, that's what I mean. Like,
everybody
back and just.
I mean,
vibing.
That's kind of why I said, like, I don't know, man. That's kind of why I said what I said, because everything got to come to an end and restart and regenerate itself. So in some shape, form, or fashion, death is gonna hit. It's the only thing that's gonna hit the earth.
I mean, well, yeah, that's the only thing. Shit.
On some Thanos, man. Thanos, dog. Nah, I just.
Is logic wrong though? I would say.
His logic was fucked up.
That's all.
Well, maybe I don't know. Was it?
His logic.
I mean.
Like, is the world overpopulated? That was his line.
Who was he to say? You know what I'm saying? The nigga was an alien from outer space, so I guess he was a god or something. You know what I'm saying?
So how you gonna have outlook on this shit?
Maybe he just thought he was superior.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's something a lot to think about. That I never even thought about the concept of that movie. That might have been some old. Yeah, man. Yeah. I never even thought about it like that.
You get ready to wrap it up, man. What does elevate mean to you?
Elevate. Hey, man, to be better than you were previously. You know what I'm saying? Be better than you were previously. Yes, that's elevation to me. Like, it's a constant process too, man. Cause like, just like your sign kind of look like the stock market a little bit in a sense, and it's got ups and downs, man. You know what I'm saying? Your sign, your logo goes from left to right. I mean, everything always stable, man. But elevation is trying to be better than you were, or make a process to better yourself. So that's elevation to me, man.
You don't go back. Yeah. Don't go down. You gotta keep going. You gotta find your way back.
Yeah. That's that to me, man.
Is that any closing words? Any last?
Nah, man, y'all holler at me, man. Genre Blend, Arts and Entertainment. What I got coming up here. I got an art gallery coming up, man. So if artists tap in, you want a spot, you know what I'm saying? Sell your art. I got that coming up. What else I got? I got something else in the back of my head coming up. Got a few photo shoots and stuff coming up. Nothing major, man. Just keep on going, man. Trying to come up with something new, creative, fresh, man. Might drop some more music, maybe something like that. That'd be interesting.
Time for that.
Just continue with the process, man. Just trying to get better, man. So that's what I got coming up. I got elevation coming up.
I was just gonna say elevate.
I got elevation coming up. So y'all make sure y'all tap in with me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I definitely gotta come back to the show though, man.
You gotta come back, man.
We gotta talk about some stuff, man.
Whenever you want, like
already, man.
And the team should be here tomorrow. The boys sleeping, boy. Went out last night with them. I'm gonna get on the air.
Already.
Having you, coach, man. That's another episode of GeeCast. Your boy G, man.
KB, Kenneth, Destin, Burrell, man. KayBeezi.
I'm gonna drop his socials in the description, man. Y'all follow up, bro. Follow up, man. That's another episode of GeeCast, man. We out.